Welcome to our channel History of Coins, where we explore the hidden gems of numismatics. In today's video, we're diving into the fascinating world of U.S. state quarter dollar coins, as some of these coins are rare and can make you rich overnight. In this video, we are gonna uncover the rarest coins and their values. So make sure to watch the complete video and find out if you have one of these. Now let's continue our today's video. Top 1 today, we're taking a fascinating trip back to where it all began. The very first coin in the United States Mint's legendary 50 state quarters program, the Delaware Quarter from 1999. This little quarter might look like your everyday pocket change, but listen carefully, because it holds secrets that could make it one of the most valuable coins in your collection. If you love rare coins, or if you just want to discover how a common coin can turn into a priceless treasure, you're going to want to stick around for this. The 50 State Quarters program was launched to celebrate each state's unique history and culture, and Delaware was honored to be the first. The Delaware Quarter was officially released on December 1st, 1999, kicking off what would become one of the most successful and beloved coin series in American history. Now, the design on the Delaware Quarter is both simple and rich with symbolism. On the reverse side, you'll find the image of Caesar Rodney on horseback, a tribute to Delaware's Revolutionary War hero. Rodney famously rode through a thunderstorm to cast the deciding vote for American independence. Around him, you'll see the inscription, "The First State," marking Delaware's status as the very first state to ratify the U.S. Constitution in 1787. This coin isn't just currency. It's a piece of American history and pride. Millions of these quarters were struck by the U.S. Mint, so at first glance, it might seem like nothing special. But what if I told you that some of these Delaware quarters hold rare minting errors that can make them incredibly valuable to collectors? Yes, rare errors on a coin from 1999. This is exactly what makes this quarter so exciting. One of the most sought-after errors is the double die error. This occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, but slightly misaligned during the minting process. On the Delaware quarter, this can cause doubling on the words Delaware, the first state, or even on Caesar Rodney's figure. These doubled elements are often faint but unmistakable under magnification, and coins with this error can be worth significantly more than their face value. Another exciting error to look for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank isn't properly aligned in the press, causing part of the design to be missing or shifted. Off-center coins are prized by collectors, especially if the date and key details remain visible. The more off-center the coin is while still preserving key features, the rarer and more valuable it becomes. You might also find clipped planchets in this series, coins where a portion of the metal blank was accidentally cut off before being struck. This results in coins with a bite taken out of their edge, creating an intriguing and unusual look. Clipped planchets are a classic mint error and highly collectible. Then there are other unique mistakes such as die cracks or struck-through errors, where debris or grease on the die causes unusual marks or raised lines on the coin's surface. Each of these variations adds to the intrigue and rarity of your Delaware quarter. Now, it's important to mention condition. Like with all collectibles, condition is king. A coin that's been well preserved, showing sharp details and no wear, especially one graded and certified by a professional service like PCGS or NGC, can command a much higher price than one that's worn or damaged. So, what's the bottom line? How much could a rare, error-filled, perfectly preserved Delaware quarter be worth? If you're lucky enough to find a Delaware 1999 quarter with one or more of these rare minting errors, and it's in pristine, uncirculated condition, it could fetch a jaw-dropping amount from serious collectors. In fact, some of these rare Delaware quarters have sold for as much as $85,000. That's right, $85,000 for a single quartered S.O. Next time you're digging through your coin jar, or maybe even an old box of coins you inherited, take a close look at your 1999 Delaware quarters. Use a magnifying glass, check for doubled lettering, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or any unusual markings. If something catches your eye, get it professionally examined. You might be holding a treasure more valuable than you ever imagined. Top 2, we're diving into a fascinating piece of American history and numismatic intrigue, the 2007 Wyoming State Quarter. This coin is part of the famous 50 State Quarters program, but it's much more than just pocket change. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just starting out, Listen up closely because this Wyoming quarter could be hiding some rare secrets that make it incredibly valuable, and you won't want to miss a single detail. Wyoming might be known for its wide open spaces and rugged natural beauty, and the design on this quarter certainly reflects that. Released in 2007, the Wyoming State Quarter beautifully captures the state's spirit with a design featuring a bucking horse and rider, a symbol of Wyoming's rich cowboy heritage and its nickname, the Cowboy State. The quarter also proudly displays the word Wyoming in the statehood year, 1890, honoring Wyoming as the 44th state to join the Union. On the surface, millions of these quarters were minted, so it's easy to assume they're common and of little value beyond their face value. But, as is often the case in the world of coin collecting, the real story lies beneath the surface in the rare errors, unusual minting quirks, and variations that make some Wyoming quarters incredibly rare and highly sought after. One of the most exciting types of errors that collectors search for on the 2007 Wyoming quarter is the double die error. This fascinating mint mistake occurs when the coin's design is struck twice, but slightly misaligned during the process, resulting in doubled images or text. On the Wyoming quarter, this doubling might appear around the words Wyoming or in the intricate details of the bucking horse and rider. These double die coins are rare and, when found in excellent condition, can significantly increase a quarter's value. Another remarkable error to watch for is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank is not properly aligned in the minting press, causing part of the design to be cut off or shifted to one side. An off-center Wyoming quarter can vary in degree, from a subtle misalignment to a dramatic partial design. Collectors love these off-center errors because each one is unique, and they're much scarcer than the typical circulated quarters you find in your change. There's also the clipped planchet error, where the metal blank used to strike the coin was improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a noticeable curved or straight section missing from the edge. This kind of error not only catches the eye but is also very rare. Clipped planchet Wyoming quarters are prized among collectors for their distinct appearance and rarity. In addition to these well-known errors, other variations such as die cracks or struck through debris can be found on some quarters. These anomalies create raised lines or unusual markings on the coin surface, making each error coin a unique piece of minting history. Collectors prize these small quirks because they tell a story about the coin's journey from blank metal to the finished product in your hand. Condition plays a huge role in a coin's value, too. The best finds are those Wyoming quarters that remain in pristine, uncirculated condition, showing crisp details and no wear or damage. Certified coins graded by professional organizations such as PCGS or NGC are especially desirable because their authenticity and condition are guaranteed to buyers and sellers alike, often driving the price much higher. So, why are these rare Wyoming quarters so valuable? The combination of limited mint errors, scarcity, and collector demand turns these seemingly ordinary quarters into prized treasures. What might have been worth just 25 cents decades ago can now fetch thousands of dollars in the collector's market, sometimes even more. Here's the big reveal: a rare, error-filled, well-preserved 2007 Wyoming State Quarter can sell for as much as $83,000. Yes, you heard that right, $83,000 for a single Wyoming quarter. Imagine holding that in your hand. A small coin with such an enormous value, a tangible piece of history and fortune all at once. So next time you find a Wyoming quarter from 2007, don't just drop it in your coin jar. Take a close look. Grab a magnifying glass and inspect the design and lettering for any doubling. Check if the coin is perfectly centered, and look carefully around the edges for clips or unusual marks. If you spot something unusual, it might be worth getting it appraised or graded by a professional. Top 3, we're diving deep into a fascinating piece of American history and numismatic wonder, the 2015 Homestead National Monument Quarter. You might think of this quarter as just another part of the vast 50-state quarters series or the America the Beautiful Quarters program. But if you look closer, this little coin has some rare secrets and fascinating features that could make it an absolute gem in your collection. So grab your magnifying glass, listen carefully, and get ready to learn everything you need to know about this incredible coin that might just be worth far more than its face value. Released in 2015 as part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program, the Homestead National Monument Quarter honors a truly significant piece of American heritage. Homestead National Monument, located in Nebraska, commemorates the Homestead Act of 1862, which opened millions of acres of land to settlers willing to cultivate it and helped shape the American West. The quarter's reverse design beautifully captures this legacy with an image of a homesteader's cabin nestled in the prairie, complete with a tree and a fence, symbolizing the spirit of hard work and determination that helped build this nation. At first glance, you might think millions of these coins were minted, making them common and not especially valuable beyond their 25-cent face. However, as with many coins in U.S. history, the real magic lies in rare errors, variations, and pristine condition, which elevate these coins from mere currency to prized collector's items. One of the most exciting things for collectors to look out for with the 2015 Homestead Quarter is the double die error. This happens when the coin's design is stamped twice by mistake, but slightly misaligned, causing doubling of letters or design elements. On this coin, doubling might show up around the words Homestead, Nebraska, or even in the details of the cabin or tree. These double die errors are subtle but significant, and they can dramatically increase the coin's value. Another fascinating type of error to keep an eye on is the off-center strike. In some rare cases, the coin blank isn't perfectly centered in the minting press, so the design is struck off to the side, causing part of the image or lettering to be cut off. Off-center Homestead quarters with a clear, visible date and details are especially prized because each one is unique and relatively scarce. Then there's the clipped planchet error. This occurs when the metal blank is improperly cut, resulting in a coin with a bite taken out of its edge. Such clipped quarters are unusual and highly collectible, especially if the clip is large or has a unique shape. Additionally, some Homestead quarters display die cracks. Raised lines or unexpected patterns caused by tiny fractures in the mince die used to strike the coin. These cracks give the coin a distinct character and are a favorite among error coin collectors. Now, condition is a massive factor in the value of any coin, and the Homestead Quarter is no exception. Coins that have been preserved in mint condition, free of wear, scratches, or discoloration, especially those graded and certified by professional organizations like PCGS or NGC, can command incredible prices in the market. So, what is the worth of a rare, error-filled, uncirculated 2015 Homestead National Monument Quarter? What might seem like a simple 25-cent coin could actually be valued at an extraordinary level if you find one with the right errors or in the perfect condition. Hold on to your hats, because such a coin could fetch a staggering $80,000. Yes, that's right, $80,000 for a single Homestead Quarter. This just goes to show that even the most modern coins, often overlooked, can harbor incredible hidden value. So next time you come across a 2015 Homestead Quarter, don't just pass it by. Look carefully for doubling, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or any unusual markings. If you spot something, consider having it examined and professionally graded. You might be sitting on a rare treasure. Top 4. We're embarking on a fascinating journey into the world of American coins, focusing on one of the most captivating pieces from the 50-state quarters program, the 2008 Arizona State Quarter. At first glance, it might seem like just another quarter, but trust me, this coin hides some remarkable secrets. Whether you're a seasoned collector or just beginning your coin journey, listen carefully because this Arizona quarter holds the potential to be a highly valuable gem in your collection. The 2008 Arizona State Quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It's a tribute to the Grand Canyon State's rich heritage and stunning natural beauty. The design on the reverse side features a breathtaking view of the Grand Canyon, with a soaring red-tailed hawk flying overhead, symbolizing the wild spirit and vast landscapes Arizona is famous for. The word Arizona, in the year of statehood, 1912, also graced the coin, reminding us of Arizona's important place in American history. Millions of these quarters were minted and circulated across the country, so many people think they're quite common. But, as any experienced coin collector knows, some coins from this series are far rarer than others. And the Arizona Quarter has a few very special features that make certain examples truly stand out and fetch impressive prices. One of the most fascinating things about the 2008 Arizona Quarter is the presence of minting errors that can dramatically increase its value. Among these, the double die error is particularly sought after. This error occurs when the coin is struck twice, but slightly misaligned during the process, causing certain design elements, such as the lettering in Arizona or the details of the hawk and canyon, to appear doubled. These doubled images aren't just eye-catching. They're extremely rare and can make a huge difference in the coin's worth. Another highly prized mistake is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin blank isn't perfectly aligned during minting, resulting in a quarter where the design is shifted to one side. Off-center strikes can vary in severity, but coins with a clear design and visible date, even if part of the image is cut off, are quite valuable. Each off-center coin is unique, making them especially desirable to collectors. You should also watch for clipped planchet errors, where the metal blank used to make the coin was improperly cut, leaving a curved or straight bite missing from the edge. These unusual shapes are rare and highly collectible. Additionally, die cracks and other minor minting anomalies might be present on some quarters, which give the coin a distinctive raised line or texture. Collectors love these little quirks because each tells a story about the coin's journey through the minting process. Of course, condition plays a vital role in determining the value of any coin. The 2008 Arizona quarters that have been preserved in pristine, uncirculated condition, with sharp details, no signs of wear, and clean surfaces are the ones that attract the highest prices. Certified coins graded by expert services like PCGS or NGC guarantee authenticity and condition, adding even more value. Now, you're probably wondering, just how valuable can a rare 2008 Arizona quarter become? Well, here's the exciting news. A 2008 Arizona state quarter with rare mint errors, especially in flawless condition, can command an astonishing price of up to $78,000. That's right, $78,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that this small, everyday coin could hold such immense value. But that's the magic of coin collecting. Behind every ordinary coin lies the potential for something extraordinary. So, if you come across a 2008 Arizona quarter in your change or coin collection, take a closer look. Use a magnifying glass. Check for any doubling in the letters or images. Look for off-center strikes, clipped edges, or unusual markings. If you spot something rare, have it examined and professionally graded. You might have just uncovered a true treasure. Top 5. We're going to explore an extraordinary piece of America's numismatic journey, the 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter. On the surface, it's just one of the 50 state quarters released by the U.S. Mint. But if you dig a little deeper, you'll find that some of these quarters, especially the New Hampshire 2000 issue, have some fascinating stories to tell and can be incredibly valuable. So grab your magnifying glass and settle in, because this video will take you on a detailed journey into what makes this quarter so rare, so special, and so sought after by collectors all over the world. The New Hampshire Quarter was released in 2000 as the 9th coin in the famous 50 State Quarters series. This series, which ran from 1999 to 2008, was designed to honor each of the 50 states with unique reverse designs that celebrate state history, culture, and pride. New Hampshire's quarter features the iconic Old Man of the Mountain Rock Formation, a beloved symbol of the state's natural beauty and resilience, along with a soaring granite cliff and the state motto, "Live free or die." It's a design that perfectly captures the rugged spirit of New Hampshire. What makes the 2000 New Hampshire Quarter particularly intriguing is that despite millions minted and circulated, there are a handful of coins with remarkable errors and unique qualities that make them stand out. These coins aren't just currency. They're pieces of history that collectors are willing to pay a premium for. One of the most famous and valuable types of errors for this quarter is the double die obverse. This means that during the minting process, the coin was struck twice, but the second strike was misaligned just enough to create a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers, particularly around the date and the word Liberty. This doubling creates a shadow-like effect that's subtle but unmistakable once you know what to look for. Coins with this kind of error are incredibly rare and highly prized by collectors. Another sought-after mistake is the off-center strike. This happens when the coin blank doesn't align perfectly in the press, causing the design to be struck off-center. Depending on the degree of misalignment, part of the design or lettering may be missing. Off-center New Hampshire quarters with visible dates and details are uncommon and fetch high prices because each one is unique. You might also encounter clipped planchet errors, where the coin is missing a portion of its edge due to an irregular cut of the metal blank. These clipped coins are rare and fascinating anomalies that add character and value. Die cracks and other minor minting anomalies also appear in some of these coins, where tiny fractures in the die create raised lines or textures on the coin's surface. These imperfections make each coin a unique piece and are sought after by error coin collectors. Condition is, as always, a crucial factor. The most valuable New Hampshire quarters are those preserved in uncirculated or mint state condition, showing no signs of wear and retaining sharp, clear details. When these coins are certified and graded by professional services like PCGS or NGC, their value can soar even higher. So, how much can a rare, error-filled, pristine 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter be worth? Here's the jaw-dropping part. Such a coin could be worth as much as $75,000. That's right, $75,000 for a single quarter. It's incredible to think that a coin you might find in your pocket or jar could be worth that much. This goes to show the fascinating world of coin collecting, where history, art, and rarity combine to create something truly special. If you ever come across a 2000 New Hampshire quarter, take a moment to examine it closely. Look for doubling, off-center strikes, clipped edges, or unusual marks. If you spot something out of the ordinary, don't hesitate to have it professionally graded and authenticated. You could be holding a hidden treasure. Thanks so much for watching this deep dive into the 2000 New Hampshire State Quarter. If you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe for more exciting coin discoveries, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Until next time, keep your collections growing, your eyes sharp, and happy hunting.